Hello there. Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah and I will be doing a reading for the sign Cancer. So to all the Cancers out there, this one is for you. We're doing readings for the new moon that we've just sort of moved through. It's still just coming out of the new moon in Aquarius. The moon is in Aquarius right now. And basically that means we're doing like a recharge or a reboot and thinking about new ideas or ways that we want to renew our space, our brain space, our physical space in a way that is sustainable and that will be lasting. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is all about technology and innovation. So you may want to actually reset, do a factory reset on your phone or on your laptop, just clear it out for that reason. And Uranus is also more of the outsider planet. So you may be feeling like a little bit more withdrawn than normal. So we're drawing today from the Next World Tarot. Shout out to all the indie deck creators, but this one is awesome, super inclusive and social justice oriented. So let's get into this reading for you, Cancer. Oh, first though, we're going to draw from Oracle. We have the Adorabizzle deck. And I'll put the links to the websites in the description box. And there will be a little bit of background noise during these reads. The humans, the offspring, are nearby. Okay, so we have Jersey Devil. Invulnerability. Invulnerability. I honestly don't even know what that means. So invulnerability would be the opposite of vulnerability, I imagine. So maybe you're having some issues being vulnerable or closed off. I mean, being a Cancer, it's only natural for you to be like to have this hard shell, this hard surface, and to be a little bit on the more harsh side with your sort of clingy claws. But that's okay. It's in your nature. It's only in your nature. At the same time, though, being vulnerable might help you, might help others who you're trying to get through to see that you're nothing but a soft, squishy interior. So something to think about for you anyways, Cancer. Yeah. Might be feeling like, I don't know, you just might have this facade, not facade, but there's this exterior persona that is super badass, but not truly a reflection of who you are. That's my guess. So let's start pulling cards here. We have the Nine of Cups. So happy time. Makes me think of that Peter Griffin song. Happy, happy, happy. I'm around kids often, just saying. But yeah, happiness. Jupiter in Pisces. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Watch out for overconsumption when the Nine of Cups comes through. Partying is awesome, but you don't want it to be a ruiner. But enjoy yourself still. Good times all around. All right, so we just had the World crossing that. So you're right exactly where you need to be in this world. Overlooking the situation, though, there is a little bit of turmoil or conflict regarding your health. You may feel like you're being gazed upon as well, or you might find yourself in a place where I don't know, you could be around people that are dealing with poverty, or you could also be, I'm not sure, like it just, your health is coming to my mind mostly, for the folks who are not dealing with any type of financial barriers at this time. Just be very mindful of your health and taking care of yourself, making sure that you're protected, that you are in a clean and sanitary environment, as well as, just sometimes it can even be making sure that your food is cooked properly. Not, sometimes we just don't always pay attention, or making sure that the people who are that are making food for you are following infection control policies and whatnot. But it could also be that you feel like you're being watched when times are hard, or you don't want people to see you when you're having a hard time. So again, there comes the invulnerability piece. We have the Fool. Subconsciously, this is like a first time for you, a new journey. There's a lot of firsts happening. There's a, like, it's like a spiritual adventure. Gotta love those spiritual adventures. Hopefully, this card is ruled by Saturn, so hopefully it is all about like planting seeds for yourself in a way that is sustainable. And, this is also ruled by Aquarius, the Fool card. So again, sustainability, but super golden in nature, like just almost kind of flaky with this new type of energy. So it's like kind of like stepping off a cliff unknowingly. There's a lot of there's like a certain element of naivety when it comes to the Fool. So subconsciously or spiritually, like you really are taking some new big baby steps, and hopefully you're not being a big baby about it. Okay, let's see here. Coming from a place where you've really come into yourself and learn how to really nurture your emotions, or this could also be a person that has influenced in your past that mentors you on some level that you've learned a lot from. But emotional balance is the name of the Queen of Cups game. Like, this queen knows how to handle the tea. This queen knows how to release the Kraken and also put the Kraken back in check when necessary. So it's about being controlled, and then also helping other people nurture their emotional control. Learn how to even address their emotions, to sit with them, and to identify them. Because that can be tough, especially with all this Aquarian energy. Like, Aquarian energy is not really, like, Aquarians will want to intellectualize their emotions, like describe things that really aren't connected with the actual sitting of being in the emotion itself. So you're good, Cancer. It's your strength for sure. And we have the Three of Swords. Eek. So unfortunately, we will be addressing some grief or heartache in the near future. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like a new situation or a new like scenario, something new for you, but there's going to be something that you come to terms with, whether it's new or old. It's going to be past hurts or present hurts. Or you'll find that this could even be someone in your circle. It may not necessarily be you directly. You just may be very closely linked to somebody that is going through a really, really hard time. Or just connecting with somebody dealing with a hard time on some level. This could also be you. I'm feeling like you getting over, or you just really connecting with empathy as well. And sometimes that can really make a person grief stricken when they see how hard someone has actually had it in their life. And, you know, that's sort of like sort of strikes a chord of grief on some level. But remember that if this is you, then just remember that it's not your story. So don't let it drag you down too much, because those aren't your feelings to process. This is another person that's going through it, and it's their responsibility, it's their story. And it's almost like it can become, just watch out for emotionally vamping off of somebody's sorrow on some level, because it's not yours. It's not yours to have to grieve. And it's so much better, like especially with this Queen of Cup, like this Queen Cup knows that when something isn't hers, or theirs, I should say, it's not gender specific, making sure that you're not vamping off of somebody's emotional story. It's like trauma porn kind of thing. It also enables the person to actually show up authentically and be an actual supportive person in the situation, as opposed to making it theirs. Okay, so we have 3 here. We have the Knight of Wands. I love the Knight of Wands. The Ten of Swords reversed. So a little bit of stagnant energy appears to be in your environment. The Ten of Swords in relation to the 6 reversed. Okay, so let's read these 3 first before we pull last card. So the fire starter we have. I'm a fire starter. Maybe you're a prodigy on some level. You were a child prodigy. But either way, the Knight of Wands is like the quintessential knight in shining armor. The glory of love is this knight's game. And they are super romantic, super like they're just like, they love, they're a great lover. They're not really probably going to be committed. So if this is you, this is your attitude. So commitment is not really, you're not quite there yet as much as you may want to be. There's some balancing of focus and your drive to, like, they kind of need to meet. You need to get to that queen and king level before you're super ready to be in a commitment. And you know, you're going to attract people that are like that until you deal with this in yourself. But either way, amazing energy to have. This person is the kind of person that you want to have your back. So you are like a really great foundation or rock to stand on for anybody. And this knight also is really full of ideas. They're super innovative, and they're really all about helping to achieve goals. They're not really going to be the creator of the goals. They're going to be the loyal knight to the King of Swords, or any king. They're going to be the action guy. So that's you. And within your environment, though, we have the Six of Swords reversed. So it appears that there is, and it makes sense because you have this Knight of Wands energy about you. You really need to have a more solid sense of direction, or you need to not hold back any further with regards to those who you feel you're responsible for, projects who you're responsible for, in order to move forward to greener pastures. So that's not to say that you haven't experienced greener pastures, or that you're not experiencing any type of privilege, and I'm not saying that you're like in any form of dire straits, but it looks like there is something that's holding you back from moving to the next level with regards to your I want to say almost maturity, leveling up mentally, in whichever way. It could be emotional intelligence has a lot to do with the mind, but also the type of things that you allow your mind to get like cycles that you allow your mind to become trapped within. So that's something to think about. And again, like this position I always want to take with a grain of salt, because it's the way that others see you. So you'll only know for yourself at the end of the day, but if this is how you're behaving and this is what others see in you, there has to be some element of truth, or at least on the surface. So how are you going to switch that up on a on a surface level? So you have a fear though, like you're, I don't know, this can be a hope or a fear truly. The 10 of Swords is really about endings. It's very similar to the Death card. So you're either avoiding this or you're just hoping that it happens already. Basically, in a nutshell, you're avoiding some type of ending of a lesson to either happen, like just to, you want to get it over with, or like there's some type of avoidance tactic happening. And you know, I would say I'm leaning towards the avoidance on account of this reverse Six of Swords that's come through for you within your environment. So let's see. Last but not least, just like the water signs, energy did get really low for me there, so it took a minute to get that last element out there. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so anxiety. Anxiety is what you are going to have to come to terms with. Despair. What's giving you nightmares? Do you feel alone? Are you feeling very conflicted on a creative level? That's tricky when it comes to creativity and conflict and not being able to let things go. Especially with when like authenticity is sort of coming into question here. Sometimes I think, I don't know, like when it comes to creativity, it's just all about like being honest with how you feel, expressing yourself when the time feels right, and knowing that whatever comes out of you is yours no matter what. You know, we have nothing but, like, we're surrounded by social media and influencers, and really there's nothing new under the sun. And it's been proven that influencers are never truly original. There's nothing truly original when it comes to social constructs. So I don't know. It's like let's have a conversation about it. You know, leave your comments in, you know, below. We can chat about it. Hit me up on Instagram. But with that, for now, I think we're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this reading for you, and I really hope that this anxiety you're able to come to terms with. Get some rest. Take care of yourself. What else? Really get some grounding work done. And if you are like, just go outside and be on the ground. I know, like in the northern hemisphere, it certainly isn't the greatest of days out. They're very dark and gloomy, but we can still find our sense of grounding, especially if we have pets. You know, pets are such a great source of grounding, and it's so wonderful to connect with them. So if that's something that you can relate to, then by all means, please just really be mindful the next time that you're connecting with your four-legged friends. All right, take care and bye for now, Cancer.